back with another hit. All that hate brewing ain't amount to shit. Whole lot of money we about to get. Tired of these frauds and these counterfeits, lying for acknowledgement. When y'all gonna stop the shit? I've never been worried about the next man's accomplishments, but focused on the chicken and the proper focus. Couple major moves while they neck long, ostrich. Gotta keep it moving, making plays, no stopping this. No games lately, the whole game's crazy. Say you getting money, fuck you, pay me. And no, I'm not subliminal. The shoe fit, maybe. I ain't got time, but the devil try and take. And I ain't got up on my grind, shook it off, and now they wait, left me for dead, then I rose, they still haters. I don't give no fucks, so how you gonna replace them now? Burning on mad gas, they get the gas faces. I'm not your average rapper, this ain't basic. My time is all about money, and I ain't trying to waste it, this life real. I could bring a chill to a basement, don't need a deal. I already got rapper paper, 100K stash, about to buy me some acres, about to buy some acres. Faking ass niggas. It's no games, you know what it is. Lyrical content, man. Get with it or get left. Big 914 shit. New rock, Wire, money earned in Mount Vernon, Black Plains, Portchester. Yeah. Don't test us. The big 914. So to everybody out there grinding. It's no games.
Shit. Chill, sweet. Yo, ever since a youngin' I was getting dope. Turn a couple grams to a couple O's. Benny putting diamonds in my fucking gold. Now I'm ballin' on them like I'm Jimmy Jones. Ballin' on these niggas 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 like I'm Jimmy Jones. This Southside we drippin', this lifestyle's forbidden. Them diamonds always hittin', you broke niggas be bitchin'. This new wave, it don't change up. My nigga got my change up. They count so much paper, my fingertips got paper cuts. Now what you know about fashion? Harlem niggas be splashin'. That Gucci hat with that fabric. Them white Nikes, them classics. That's MCM on that jacket. I'm Joey cracking them TS1s when I rip them out of that plastic. Every store that I ball and pour me champagne when I walk in the step pick and roll with the give and go. I'm ballin' on them like Jimmy Jones. Ballin' on them like Jimmy Jones. Pour me champagne when I walk in the step pick and roll with the give and go. I'm ballin' on them like Jimmy Jones. Ballin' on them like Jimmy Jones. Ever since the youngin' I was getting dope. Turn a couple grams to a couple O's. Penny putting diamonds in my fucking gold. Now I'm ballin' on them like I'm Jimmy Jones. Ballin' on these niggas 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 like I'm Jimmy Jones.
The fuck you niggas thought, man? I peeped every yo Al 180, good looking. Y'all niggas ain't low, man. About to drop some heat. Y'all niggas been praying on a lot of shit. Y'all looking like predators. No game shit. But I got the remedy for it. They don't really want to see you with some real motion. So I focus on this paper, yeah, still growing. Heavy gas getting twirled, yeah, we still smoking. The hate real, but the love about to overthrow it. Holo got the packs out in Bridgeport, about to run it up. Bag after bag, get money. What you showing us? Get the C notes. I'm about to cop a Rover truck. All I see is money, hate is sick. See him throwing up. Ew. What we doing is the lingo, watch me blow it up. We doing and tell them labels we ain't signing for them little bucks. Staying clear of snakes and the leeches. About to take a trip, probably hit a few beaches. Drop a couple K's on a couple fits. Another 2,500 on a couple kicks. Italian chick rolling spliffs in a foreign whip. And she keep the shit clean, so immaculate. Clean, bitch. It's no games in here, man. Yo, Al 180, man, we about to spin this shit. Yo, C-No, get that shit right. Yo, Polo, man, we coming through, B. No freaking. Too much talking, I ain't never watched it. I don't see him. I just keep on getting money, they can never stop it. Never. About to cop me 20 acres somewhere in the mountains. In the hideout. While y'all worried about some packs who got the better ounces. Yes. Quarter acre for the forest, linking up with farmers. Growing might just make a football field, stretching extra yardage. Beg your pardon, money spreading like I'm whipping margarine. Whip it up. This a no game movement, it's just getting started. Had to cut some people off, they acted real retarded. They faking, snaking for some little paper, burn the bridge they crossing. Burn 300K in all 20s trying to fill a pool. That hating talking's all buried, think it's reaching who? Nobody. They say that money is the root of all evil too. True. But when you coming from the bottom, got a different view. Fact. They said that money is the root of all evil too. Starving. But when you coming from the bottom, got a different change your view. Real, mine is on my money now, so I ain't gotta wait. Paper. They hating looking obvious, you can see it in their face. Had to weather couple storms, got me moving at a pace. Slow, stacking up this chicken while I finish up the race. Finish. Mine is on my money now, so I ain't gotta wait. Bad. They hating looking obvious, you can see it in their face. A couple storms got me moving at a pace. Moving slow, stacking up this chicken while I finish up the race. Before the common ground, I was breaking common law. Ran a whole projects in the south like I was out on tour. Moving bud and pushing raw. Couple haters wanted raw, but the team I'm running with, kicking down your mother's door. State boys trying to book us, said we had an operation. I heard money coming fast and they snitching with no hesitation. Phone going off, got the word. Haters jealous of it. Gas station pumping out the Za with some better thunder than everywhere around the city. Now all the hustlers know what we doing, stacking chicken. All we doing, running numbers. 8K off the liquor, Ferris Ave, that's just the summer. I'ma do it big, clip $1 million, and that's worth the money. Mine is on my money now, so I ain't gotta wait. Paper hating, looking obvious.
Always us.
See it in they face. Had to weather a couple storms, got me moving at a pace. At my stacking up this chicken while I finish up the race. Mine is on my money now, so I ain't gotta wait. Bad. They hating looking obvious, you can see it in their face. Had to weather a couple storms, got me moving at a pace. Stacking up this chicken while I finish up the race.
What up? What's the word? Top of the morning, top of the money. Everything's healthy, Fox. Shout out to my boy No Game Fox, No Cap Fox in the building. Smoke and mirrors when you tired of being gassed. When you tired of being told a bunch of BS. I am not a rapper and I am not a podcaster. I get on here, exactly, stacking chicken. If you ain't stacking chicken, something's missing. This show is sponsored by my clothing line, Stack Chicken. If you not stacking chicken, something's missing. Shout out to everybody out there, man, that like the real talk. We don't talk that fabricated shit. We talk the real shit. We talk the real shit. I don't need donations. I don't need nothing. I don't need no alley-oops. I don't need nothing. I just need people that's real, that like listening to that real shit. They tap in and they listen to that real shit. The caption is it is what it is. We are not the same. And a lot of people are out here trying to imitate something that they know they are not. There's a lot of hypocrites on this shit. And people base social media as real life. You want to follow the trend. You want to be a follower, be a bunch of sheep. You want to be a bunch of Indians. Then you hop on YouTube and you listen to what somebody's telling you, and they might not even be living like that. The shit might just all be a facade. A lot of these YouTube podcasters, they be out here begging for money. Y'all relating to certain things, they think they got it all figured out. They talking, and some of them be talking real good. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is one big finesse game. It's all about who can talk the best. You know what I mean? And actually draw a crowd that loves the content that they put out. Now, we ain't stopping you from doing what you're doing. If you make good content, salute to all the YouTube content creators out there. Get your money. But don't make this YouTube something that's like your livelihood. I know it can bring money and all that, but a lot of people get caught up with not doing nothing else but sitting in front of a screen and talking shit. The next thing you know, they outside in the street like groupies. I could never be a groupie of another man. That shit is ridiculous. Niggas is out here chasing a dollar. So imagine what somebody would do chasing a dollar. People will sell their soul. People will sell people out. People will bring problems on themselves chasing YouTube money. I need y'all to get in tune. This is not YouTube money. This is real money. Like real money. Real money. Y'all niggas out here go crazy for this money, man, and y'all will do anything. Y'all will say anything. Y'all will have beef that y'all don't even necessarily inherit. Y'all niggas will create beefs for yourselves. YouTube is not real. Some of the shit that they speak on here is real. It pertains to a lot of situations, and it just pertains to a lot of shit. But shit ain't real. This shit is so finessed that motherfuckers will lie all day long. There's a lot of other shit going on out here in the world that, honestly speaking, I don't give a damn about what a rapper's doing. Rappers don't do shit for me. They don't do shit for my community. They don't help out and fight situations that's going on. So I could care less about a fucking rapper. I got rapper money. A lot of shit be weird though. A lot of people will go crazy over a dollar bill. And still be broke. Let's talk about the real shit. Let's talk about how these black men are getting killed by the police. It ain't nobody on the YouTube talking about that. Ain't nobody talking about how we getting killed out here in the street. Everybody want to talk about the rap game. The rap game's fruity. The rap game's over with. Talk about some real facts that's happening. Talk about kids getting killed by police. Talk about innocent people getting slain in the street. Talk about people being maliciously persecuted. Let's talk about some real shit. If y'all want to wake people up, then wake them up that way. Niggas is putting them on the entertainment. Entertainment is not real. Entertainment is exactly what it is. It's entertainment. And a lot of you podcasters be making these entertainers famous because their lives don't really be what it is. They just talking and they got sheep following them. Niggas is going to regurgitate what a rapper already said. There's enough money out here for everybody. Football players, basketball players got podcasts. Rappers got podcasts. Ex-rappers got podcasts. So at the end of the day, this shit is free for everybody to make money. See, what happens is YouTube just turned into a bunch of hatred. Niggas is hating on YouTube now. So what if a motherfucker ain't living what he's supposed to be living? That ain't your business to keep telling the people and reminding the people. That light gonna catch him anyway. That light gonna catch niggas. That's exactly what it is. And it ain't even so much gatekeepers, Fox. There's a lot of people that's just now getting on that got a little light, got a little leeway. Niggas is selfish minded. That's just what it is. It's not niggas is putting people on or people are trying to do anything. But people are out here faking. Excuse me. I'm hitting on this gas pack. Shout out to my peoples at 35 missed calls on Instagram. You know what I mean? Got the gas. Don't let it fool you. But yeah, a lot of people be out here just reporting YouTube ain't nothing for a bunch of people dry snitching, reporting, coming up with your own concepts, painting your own narratives, and basically getting people to like your shit. I don't need donations. I don't need to make money off of platforms like this, even though my platform is monetized. Shout out to my 1.94 thousand subscribers out there. I appreciate y'all. This is all organic here. But there's a lot of things that go on that niggas don't be understanding. People don't like talking about the real. I'm gonna give y'all a little insight. I dropped a YouTube yesterday, I think it was yesterday, and I talked about how the police was tracking my whole shit, my whole social media since my little brother got murdered. I was out there in the street talking my shit, and I got indicted. I got indicted for speaking my piece, my First Amendment right. I got indicted. Niggas don't be going through that. Nah, everybody make sure they go follow my brother No Cap Fox on YouTube. We got the Out the Foxhole podcast is coming. Me and Fox gonna be talking about some real shit. We talk about what's going on in life, what's happening out there. Shout outs to the whole Alabama, because that's what needs to be talked about. My brother got killed June 5th, 2020. I've been talking about it so much, and I'm not talking about what rappers is doing. I'm talking about what's happening. I'm all over social media with it. And this is what took place after that. This is what took place.
Ever think a Facebook post could land you in jail?
Yeah, I mean, it's a question.
It's what we're looking at today.
Right.
In this case, with Henderson Clark.
The Henderson Clark case.
Yeah, so we're diving deep into this story out in New Rochelle, where Henderson Clark is facing charges for allegedly threatening the police officer who shot and killed Kamal Flowers back in 20.
Y'all heard what he said? Y'all heard what he said? I face charges. I face charges for talking shit on social media about the pig who killed my brother. Let's run that back, man. Just to let y'all know that y'all already know that they watching, but everybody's being watched. There's no such thing as anybody out here safe and you on social media putting anything in the air thinking that you're not going to get reprimanded for it. There's a lot of shit going on. Nobody ain't going to tell y'all that. But let's get into what they was talking about. Let's hear what they had to say about
Ever
me.
think a Facebook post could land you in jail?
Yeah, I mean, it's a question.
It's what we're looking at today.
Right.
In this case, with Henderson Clark.
The Henderson Clark case.
Yeah, so we're diving deep into this story out in New Rochelle, where Henderson Clark is facing charges for allegedly threatening the police officer who shot and killed Kamal Flowers back in 2020.
Really interesting how this case kind of sits at the intersection of free speech and social media and police accountability.
Yeah.
All these things kind of coming together. And and I think that's what makes it so fascinating. You know, we're going to be looking at kind of those blurred lines between expressing your anger about something, especially something as controversial as a police shooting.
Right.
And then what the law considers an actual threat.
Yeah, so we're using a piece from Talk of the Sound, which is a local news website there. And they've got this really in-depth investigative piece that we're going to be pulling from.
They did a great job. I mean, they really dug deep into this.
Yeah.
They've got court documents, social media posts, and even details about misconduct allegations against the officer involved.
Oh, wow.
So really interesting stuff.
Okay, so I guess to really understand how we got here,
Right.
we need to understand what landed Henderson Clark in legal trouble.
Right. So he's facing a 6-count indictment
Wow.
for something called aggravated harassment in the 2nd degree.
Okay.
And it's important to note this is a misdemeanor in New York.
Okay.
They had a secret indictment on 6 misdemeanors on me for talking my shit on Instagram about the pig who killed my brother. They were so threatened by what I was speaking because I wasn't one of these dumb black men that they thought that I was. Like I didn't read books and I wasn't educated, that I didn't pinpoint all the problems and mishaps in their situation. So they elected to have a secret indictment against me November 30th, 2022, I think it was. I was in Jersey. I was in Jersey having surgery from a car accident. I'm in a boot and I'm in a sling. I'm getting out the medical van that transported me from Jersey back to my house, and it was actually my crib, and there was police surrounding my whole crib. They was out there ever since 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. My girl got up and went to work. There was an unmarked car following her to work and followed her home. They followed her to work. She went to work. They doubled back and came to the house thinking that I was still there. So they sat on the crib, right? There was one in the front, white girl, thought she was somebody different, you know, just sitting there, relaxing, cooling, whatever. She was in her car. I got back, it had to be about 6:30, 7 in the morning. Probably was a little bit later than that. Probably was like 8:30. I walk in the crib. My girl comes in from lunch. And she said, that car that's parked right there is the same car that followed me this morning. I look out the front. I hop on my phone. I call my lawyer. I said, yo, what's going on with this shit? What's happening? They got unmarked cars following me, man. I knew that the feds was following me after I made statements about my brother and all this other shit. But as soon as the Nation of Islam and the FOI showed up in support and solitude, they kind of fell back, but I know they still watching. I'll be very careful about how I move around in these streets. So my lawyer calls me back and said, yeah, I called the DA or whatever, and they said that they had a warrant for you. I said, warrant for what? They said, just turn yourself in. They straightened the shit out. It was like 4:30. I said, I'm not turning myself in. You bugging. The process is crazy. I'm not getting back out the same day. They're going to sit me in there. I'm going to end up having to go to the county jail for a day or two, and then I'm going to have to go through this bullshit. So I told my lawyer, you got to make sure that I'm going to get out the same day. It's 4:30. That means the court shit is closed. Nothing. It's the only thing that's of course, facts. Of course, Fox. Check it. But how powerful my lawyer is. My lawyer made the call. And they just wanted to process me for this shit. So my lawyer got the okay and the confirmation that I was going to get out the same day. So I walks outside, sling, boot on. And I turns myself in. We riding all the way up to the county courthouse, which is maybe about 20 minutes away from where I live. They can if you ain't got no identification. They can't hold you for shit, especially if they don't have no probable cause. And at that time, wasn't no probable cause, Fox. They was just mad because I was talking shit on the internet. You heard what they said? They hit me with a 6-count indictment for harassment in the 2nd degree, and it was a fucking misdemeanor. So I wasn't doing nothing crazy for them niggas. Nah, that's crazy. So I negotiated the release the same day. I wasn't going nowhere. I wasn't coming outside, and they didn't have no warrant to run up in the crib that I was at. So at the end of the day, I wasn't going nowhere unless I got the confirmation that I was getting out the same day. Goes, turns myself in. On the way up there, one of the officers is telling me, yo, we like that song you did. What song you talking about, officer? We like that song you did. So I don't know if it was a song I made called 24 Hours, because they tried to use that same song against me in court. They tried to use the same song against me in court, but under the First Amendment right and the freedom of speech law, they couldn't do shit. They couldn't do shit. So at the end of the day, they tried to stretch the whole case. They wanted me to cop out so bad, and me being smart and knowing what I'm knowing, I said, nah, y'all trying to suppress my First Amendment rights. This is the song right here. Check it out.
You gotta ask yourself.
Shout outs to the Locks.
If you was in a situation and you had 24 hours left, what would you do? Ask yourself. Yeah. If I had 24, I'd probably go for the mayor. Wake up, tie him up and make this pussy feel what I'm saying. Listen, next I get the pig who shot, kill my little brother. Fact, then I find his family and pistol whip his mother. Yeah, bitch. Murder undercovers, right? Is y'all the real reasons why these cowards want to slug us? Put us in a bunker, never coming back. While our black mother's crying got me ready to attack. They want a nigga reckless. Me and C know about the bag, us a check. Bag it up. First Amendment rights, how y'all pussies gonna check us? Niggas demanding my respect, please believe me, you could get touched. You can. I'ma make a statement, you don't really want to test us. Nah. No games, we not playing, so it's next up. Time's running out, so I'ma zip this little vest up. Go out in the blaze when I roll up. Hold up. Now I'm about to make the time slow up. So what?
That's the song. Nah, New York. Shout outs to Cali though. But yeah, that was the song that they tried to use against me in court. I gave a whole rundown of what happened to my brother when he was murdered. And I'm gonna take y'all there right now. I'm gonna give y'all the rundown of what really transpired and what took place that made me get on their list. They was mad as hell that they was mad as hell that I figured it out. I figured the whole shit out. Check it out. Video I made in dedication to my brother who was slain by the police.
Every day I miss you. Every day it's a struggle. But I'm gonna keep fighting for the family, real talk.
I'm gonna go back for y'all so y'all can check the whole video.
101
Rest in peace to my brother Kamal Flowers.
I'ma sit back with these real raps. I'ma spit back with these real facts. I'ma sit back with these real raps. I'ma sit back with these real facts. 6 shots fired, my soul on fire. One hit his groin, one in his side. He on the ground dying. Police commissioner, he straight lying. Talking about the car suspicious. Windows dark tinted. A call came in from Heritage with the license plate. Hour and a half before, he on the block straight. Then they peeled off area surveillance. Cars on Horton and Brook, we'll just tail it. Followed up north, no clue they being followed. Last words, be safe and hit me up tomorrow. Who would have known that's the last time I see him? Now I'm crying why I really have to be him. NRPD can suck my dick, I'm gon' ride, and y'all can't stop my shit. Every chance take a stance against the bullshit, and y'all remember his name on some real shit. Kamal Flowers, little bro, the world's ours. Every second, every minute, every hour. Kamal Flowers, little bro, the world's ours. Every second, every minute, every hour, gang. It's real life shit, bro. I got us. I'ma ride for you, for real. They're gonna remember your name. Every day is hard for us. But we gonna keep you in us, B. Pause. Your energy's ours, we perform. It's yours. I love you, boy. Every day I miss you. Every day is a struggle. But I'ma keep fighting for the family, real talk.
Rest in peace to my little brother Kamal Flowers. Yesterday was his birthday.
We fired the wild shot right there too. We fired the wild shot right there, bro. Look like
That shit was skinned off the wall right
there.
there.
My nigga, he was firing wild shots, bro.
That's how you know he dumped the whole clip. They said 6.
Look, nigga, look.
That's broken wall.
5, look, 5.
Look,
Bob. These is old shadows. Those are ricochets, bro. Those are old ricochets from this fucking over here, bro.
this shit right here.
They isolated this whole block, son. Cause I remember one time I came through this motherfucker, bro. You could not come down here, nigga. The police, they was over here. They beat this whole shit up, my nigga. And that's how the mayor got caught the fuck out there. The fucking weller he is, nigga. You know who you are.
Here. This is his blood right here, bro. This is from his groin. Look. This is look, bro. Come out. Look. No. That's where he scraped himself. Bro, if you do the math, right? I'm about the same length as Kamal, right?
So that nigga was on his draft.
My groin in my side, right? This is the shot that pierced him that touched his heart.
This is what killed him. Look, the cop went right here like this, and he turned back.
He got up. And when he got up, when he got to right here, the cop caught up to him. He got here, Brody. Look, this is Brody. He ran around like this,
Right.
tried to juke the cop, turned this way,
Shot twice.
did this. His hands down. That's when he took the shot to the groin. Then he jumped up. No, when he turned around and he went to go like this and pull his hands up, because when he fell, his hands fell his ass. He went to pull his hands up. I gotta show you some. I gotta show you some. No, when he turned around and he went to go like this and pull his hands up. The cop caught up to him. He got here, Brody. Look, this is Brody. He ran around like this,
Right.
tried to juke the cop. Where was the taser that the cop said he had? That ain't the half. Did this. That ain't the half. Watch his officer run all the way down here. And what they didn't understand is that there was a camera looking at them the whole time. His partner's going to turn around, look back, reach down, stand up, and then they attempt to turn my brother over. Check this out, y'all. Check how my brother got murdered, bro. And they planted a gun on him. His hands down. That's when he took the shot to the groin. Then he jumped up. No, when he turned around and he went to go like this and pull his pants up, because when he fell, his pants flew off his ass. He went to pull his pants up. That's when he took the shot to the groin. When he took the shot to the groin, the police was still waving around with the gun. He runs over here. The cop fires, hits him in his side. He drops right here. And when he drops, the cop is right here. Bang. The smoke is right there by where that rock is at. Bang. 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 Fuck the police, nigga. Come on, right. Yeah. Come on, world, nigga. Crazy. Yeah, nigga. I love you, boy. Out of here. See you later, okay? I'll be back with some more candles and shit. Come on, baby. Let's get out of here, man. So while these rappers, facts, Fox, while these rappers is out here and while these podcasters is out here talking about rappers and what the fuck they doing, they not doing nothing for the podcasters. Shit like this needs to be talked about. Because shit like that happened. And I'm going to show you exactly what I was saying, right? This is exactly what I was saying in the whole situation. Let's take a walk again. Off the fucking pavement after it hits my brother. Come on, man. Let's take it. They didn't know I had this. Yeah, man, it's kind of crazy, man. I got new evidence. I got new evidence on these people killing my brother, man.
Say what?
Word, man. I'm reviewing the video right now as we speak. And it's showing muzzle flashes from the cop running down my brother. He's shooting, Buck. He's shooting. He's shooting. He's shooting. Muzzle flash.
Say what?
Muzzle flash.
They didn't show that the first time, though.
They wasn't looking for it like how I am. I got this. They wasn't looking for it how I was, Buck.
That's crazy. You can see the shit, though.
Muzzle flash is one, then it pauses.
Right. You get to see it again.
One, then it
go back.
One, then it flashes. Then it flashes again. Then it flashes again. Then the officer's in the street. My brother's being shot at. He's ducking and dodging from. You're gonna hear a witness clearly say, yo, they murdered him. Watch.
Bullets, bro.
But you can see the flash.
Ducking and dodging from bullets. Ducking and dodging. Hold on, I'm gonna show you right now. Show you right now.
Right here.
That shit is
Show
crazy.
you right now.
Right there.
You know what I'm saying? It's my
At
legend
least
right
more
here.
than they say.
Come on, man. Look, pay attention to up here.
Watch up here on the sidewalk. Excuse the L. But right up here, from this car down this sidewalk, he's gonna turn into the street. You're gonna see 3 muzzle flashes. One here, one here, one here. He's gonna run in the street, and you're gonna watch my brother duck from being attempted to be shot in the head. And then you're gonna see him cringe himself, and that's when he's shot in the groin. But at that time, they said that when my brother sidestepped into the street, a gun fell, he picked it up, and he attempted to fire on the officer. I want y'all to tell me where. See, my hand is kind of shaking because I'm kind of tight with this shit.
Yeah, right?
All right.
You're gonna see the flashes.
Okay.
Watch, this is how real it is. The police and Kamal gonna come down this sidewalk. It's gonna be a flash here, and a flash there. Watch. There they come.
Mm-hmm.
One flash,
Right there.
2, 3. Now you get up in the street. Kamal's gonna duck like he's getting shot at. Look, he ducks. That's dodging a bullet.
Right.
He gets hit right there, Buck. He's running away. The cops walking him down. He shoots. Bomb drops him. Flash. Buck.
Wow.
Another flash.
Wow.
Buck. Look, he
Another
gets.
one.
Look, he drops to his knees right here.
Right.
Flash. The bullet skipping hit the pavement right there, Buck. He murdered my brother.
Why is he, first of all, he's running? What the fuck?
He's
That's the bottom line. I don't know how the fuck he's going.
murdered my brother. CC. They talking about CCR. CC. Thank you, bro. CCRB review board. That shit ain't doing nothing. They killed Batman. They kill a few other people. If that CCRB review board is coming now, should have came 30 years ago.
Right.
Would have saved my brother.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, niggas is grandstanding off of my brother's name.
Right.
Hit my brother in cold blood and they lied about it. You know what I'm saying? They lied about it, B. I'm gonna give it to you real form. You're gonna see all the muzzle flashing. I'm telling you, that's crazy how they just did my brother wrong like that and they lied on him. Pay attention. They killed my brother in cold blood. Watch the muzzle flashes. 1, 2, 3. Where's your taser? He's supposed to have a taser in his hand this whole time. Why is my brother informed like that if he had a taser? That's not a taser. 3 muzzle flashes don't come from no taser. They said he was tased first. They said the officer used his taser gun first. Where? Show me. I see muzzle flashes from.
Now, you want to talk about some real shit? Let's talk about some real shit. My brother was one of the statistics in the fucking United States that was gunned down and murdered by police officers and lied on, and the police officers wasn't charged. That's full-fledged proof. No cap, Fox. No cap, Fox. That was full-fledged proof that this officer murdered my brother. But the officer gets exonerated. This is new evidence that's going to get that officer brought back up in front of a judge. This is why they put them bullshit misdemeanor charges out against me. This is what happens to real niggas. Not niggas that live a facade and want to be rappers and want to have the luxury. There's real shit going on out here that you rappers is not talking about. Y'all just painting images and facades and trying to get people money. There's real life shit that's going on in New York. I'm from New York. And there's not a nigga from New York talking about how my brother got murdered, but niggas saying they cool with me. Niggas are saying they my people. That shit is on YouTube. All you got to do is YouTube search NRPD is a joke, and you can watch my brother getting murdered in the street. Follow my page. I got mad videos on this case that never went nowhere because the New York State Attorney General, Miss Letitia James, didn't even want to look at the case. That shit came in front of her and she did this with it.
The police, the former police commissioner, he resigned right after this. The mayor, he resigned right after this. The former mayor resigned after this. Everybody that was a political person in office at that time of my brother being murdered resigned from their jobs. But they kept the killer, though. The killer is the one who pressed the charges against me because one of his police comrades told him, this is what you need to look at. He's part of the real crime, some real crime shit up in northern White Plains where he sit in the fucking computer and there's a bunch of them and they watch my shit. They got me flagged as a sort of like a terroristic person. I'm a fucking United States fucking citizen. Everybody don't understand that. My brother really got murdered by the biggest gang in New York, in the United States. And a lie happened to happen. They spit a lie out there and covered up a murder. The police covered up a murder. Letitia James didn't want to touch my brother's subject because she had all that shit going on. She had a whole lot of shit going on. She was committing fraud and all types of shit. She didn't want her shit to be put out there in the forefront. So she didn't even look at my brother's case. They said this is what happens when you supposedly get hit by a taser. This is what happens. Listen to the breakdown of getting hit by a taser. Listen to how I break the whole shit down. I went to Low HUD and got interviewed. And I broke down the whole details of what happens when you get hit with a taser. And they did a run-up on it. Robert Cox was the reporter at the time. Me and him don't kick it. I don't know. He on some birdhead shit. So at the end of the day, I have nothing bad to say about the man. But he did put out, and he helped me get through this shit. He helped me put this shit out.
Tased first. Listen. And if he's tased, a taser gun contains, other was tased first.
Listen.
And if he's tased, a taser gun contains, hold on, taser gun contains enough voltage to subdue my brother because everybody knows police officers take this as part of their training. They have to withstand being hit with a taser. And they do recordings to show that these police, when they take the tase, they automatically go stiff. So if he was tased, how can he brandish a firearm? So that means the cop had the taser in one hand and his gun in the other hand.
Didn't I call it? That was the morning after my brother got killed. My brother got killed June 5th. That was the morning of June 6th. I'm on the block, shut the whole block down. I put barricades up at the end, barricades up in the middle of the block. It was just me sitting in the middle of a fucking chair. Then everybody started forming. It became hundreds of people on the block. The city got nervous because in a matter of hours, I had thousands of people on my motherfucking block. The grill was out. We was cooking out, bottles popping. I had a bunch of reckless people ready to bomb the fucking police station. Why the police station closed their doors and lock them? They closed and locked the front doors. There was no business going on in that building that morning. So what I do, I go to the back of the building. I'm banging on doors, boom, boom, kicking doors. Open this shit up. They got me on their cameras. Open this motherfucking door. Y'all motherfuckers better come outside and somebody got to say something, nigga. I don't know who the fuck y'all thought this was. I'm kicking and banging on doors. If I'm lying, my mom's will get out the grave right now. I had 25 police officers in a circle. One of my neighborhood legends, Knockout King, don't give a fuck about nothing. I ain't gonna put his name out there, but he knows. He's walking up from City Hall, doing his legal work, taking care of shit. Now, this is a Knockout King and a heavy-hitting legend in my hood. He looks. He says, yo, you good?
I said, yeah, I'm good. You need to be asking these niggas that. He's like, I'm going to stay right here and watch me serve the police, bro. All types of disrespect, everything, to a point a mental health worker from City Hall gave her card to my homeboy and said, we giving out free services. I said, I don't need that fucking card. This real shit. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a podcaster. I'm really out in the streets going against the bullshit for my people. I'm not one of these niggas that get up on this YouTube and talk that shit. I really lived that shit.
Said my brother was tased first. And if he's tased, a taser gun contains, taser gun contains enough voltage to subdue my brother, because everybody knows police officers take this as part of their training. They have to withstand being hit with a taser. And they do recordings to show that these police, when they take the tase, they automatically go stiff. So if he was tased, how can he brandish a firearm? So that means the cop had the taser in one hand and his gun in the other hand. How could you tussle with somebody when both your hands are full? How could you tussle with somebody who's receiving voltage enough to shock you, stuff that can start a car? Not that loud, but enough to where, like putting your hand in a socket with a fork, that's enough zap to make you freeze and back up. He's been shot with a taser gun, minimum 2,000 volts.
That's me breaking down what the police had issued to the public. It wasn't even 24 hours and they had released a public press statement saying this is what happened. My brother was shot one time with a taser in the chest. No, he was shot with a taser first. Then he was shot once. So how could you shoot your taser that later on they claim to be ineffective and defective and then be able to get off a gunshot that fast? You had your gun in your hand the whole time from the initial pullover. You had your gun in your hand. There wasn't no taser never deployed. There was no taser never issued, no taser never drawn. That cop had his gun in his hand the whole time, because I broke down how the fuck could you do all that? You said he was shot with a taser. Right. He said he was shot with a taser. Then he said he shot him once. When we actually got to see the body, he had 2 bullet holes in him. One was in his groin and one was in his side. Proved the first lie wrong. Proved the second lie of him not using a taser. He didn't have no taser burns. He didn't have no puncture wounds from the taser. He didn't have none of that. There wasn't no burn marks, no powder residue, no nothing. All they could say is that my brother drew a gun on a police officer that caused him to back away, get to his knees, and fire. When I just showed y'all a video of the officer firing at my brother from jump.
That's enough zap to make you freeze and back up. He's been shot with a taser gun, minimum 2,000 volts. That's enough to stand anybody still. The shot was center mass, one shot in his chest. That's center mass. They are trained to shoot people center mass. That's the target on a bullseye. You could have shot, even if he was attempting to brandish a firearm, y'all are trained to wound the person first, not kill him with one shot. I'm gonna dedicate my life to righting all these wrongs. And if I gotta go, then I gotta go. At least I did my job. So in memory of my little brother, I love you. I will not stop fighting.
The realest shit you ever gonna hear, nigga, and I'm still fighting. There's not a fucking soul on this earth that could stop me from talking about this shit. Unless you put a bullet in me. You can't stop me from talking about how the police murdered my brother, man. This ain't about no rappers. This ain't about what the fuck is going on out there that niggas don't really give a fuck about your opinion about. Nigga, it's not nothing but real shit going on out here. It's real shit going on out here. So until a nigga could tell me that they feel that type of pain, this is not for no fucking views. This shit is not. This is to show niggas what the fuck is going on. They gave me a platform to show you niggas the real shit. I'm not going to talk about nobody else I don't know. I'm not going to talk about a nigga that never came to my city and stood. Shout outs to Jadakiss. The night my brother got killed, it was late night. We on the block. White Corvette pulls up. It's my boy Top Cat. Shout outs to Top Cat. Top Cat's driving the Corvette. So I pull, he shouts me out. I'm like, yo, what up, Cat? Walk up to the car, give him love and all that. He like, yo, this nigga wanted to pull up out here. Holla at you. So I'm like, yo, it's all love, man. I appreciate y'all niggas pulling up or whatever. He was like, nah, this nigga in the car. Look, this nigga wanted to holla at you. I look in the car. He like, yo, Hendo, what up? It's Jadakiss. See, Jadakiss and my brother used to play basketball against each other, and I was on the team, but these niggas knew each other, and Kiss knew of me through my brother. So he like, yo, Hendo, what up, man? I came through to show love. I said, oh, shit, what up, Jason? Get out the car, man. Come take a flick with me, man. We took a flick right by my brother's vigil. I got the flick. Just in case niggas didn't believe me. You know, sometimes you got to show proof and shit. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to show proof. Yeah, but Kiss pulled up. You know, that's why I respect Kiss to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? Kiss is a real nigga. He pulled up to the spot. Took a flick with me and the guys. First it was me, then, you know, me and Top Cat and Kiss was taking a flick. Then a couple other cats came through, got up in the picture and shit, and we was outside. But Kiss is a real one for that. So I got to give Kiss his flowers. Let me show y'all right now. That's me, Jadakiss, Top Cat, Scrap, and Big Bob. Y'all can see that. That's me and Kiss right there. That's me and Jadakiss on my block, B. That's how real it is. Shout outs to Kiss, man. He's a real one for that. You feel me? So with that saying, I that's the shit that I be talking about. I'm on this page talking real shit that's going on out here that people with platforms should be talking about. It's okay to talk about the entertainment and all that, but you have to talk about the real shit that's going on around your city and in your state and all of that. Let's get out here and talk about how New York got a homeless problem. Let's talk about how there's people literally sleeping on the street in this cold weather, and a lot of these rappers and podcasters, they're not doing shit. Some rappers are really doing shit, but people need places to live. If you ain't gonna put a nigga in the crib, get a nigga a nice tent, installate it, give him a couple of warm sleeping bags, some heaters, some warmers, whatever. But at the end of the day, talk about the real shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Some real shit going on out here, man. We understand what's going on. Do y'all?
Ever think of Facebook?
Do y'all understand?
Yeah.
You know, the First Amendment protects a lot of speech.
Right.
But there are limits.
Right.
And true threats are not protected.
Right. So it's not about, you know, being silent.
Right.
But it's about
being mindful of what we say and how we say it.
Exactly.
That's bullshit, because how could you live behind the First Amendment, which gives you the freedom of speech, and then they trying to make your speech selective and curve your shit? That's not freedom. See, y'all got to wake up. They slowly got niggas on camera everywhere. They follow your social media. You walk out the door, you on everybody's camera. The Ring cameras is everywhere. So when we opposed back in the days of being under surveillance 24 hours a day, they implemented it anyway. They don't give a fuck about what y'all saying. They going to violate people and keep violating people.
Because words have power.
Yeah.
And sometimes they can have really serious legal ramifications.
The truth has power. And when crooked and dirty politicians and police officers and people who sit in them elected seats, when they hear the truth, they get scared and nervous and feel threatened by the truth. If y'all didn't do nothing wrong, why y'all locked the front doors of the police station? It is what it is, man. But it ain't gonna stop. I'm still gonna keep talking about it. And ain't nobody gonna shut me the fuck up. That's just the realities of everything that's going on. Shout outs to everybody that tuned in. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the love. Yo, Fox, I appreciate you for tuning in, man, giving your input, share this story. Check my page out, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the dislike button, hit the notification bell, let you know when I'm going live. You know what I'm saying? Keep your circle a dot. If you want to be declared a real individual, then talk about the real shit that's going on. Never forget the real shit that's going on in this world out here. Everything ain't entertainment and stacked chicken. Salute everybody. 100.
No games. Big 914 shit. Back with another hit. All that hate brewing ain't amount to shit. Whole lot of money we about to get. Mystery exotics, yeah, got me ass. Tired of these frauds and these counterfeits. Lying for acknowledgement. When y'all gonna stop the shit? Never been worried about the next man's accomplishments. Focused on the chicken and the proper focus. Couple major moves while they neck long. Ostrich. Gotta keep it moving, making plays, no stop. No games lately, the whole game's crazy. Say you getting money, fuck you, pay me. And no, I'm not subliminal, the shoe fit maybe. I ain't got time, but the devil try and take. And I ain't got up on my grind, shook it off, and now they waiting. Left me for dead, then I rose, they still hating. I don't give no fucks, so how you gonna replace it? Burning on mad gas, they get the gas faces. I'm not your average rapper, this ain't basic. My time is all about money, and I ain't trying to waste it, this life is real. I could bring a chill to a basement, you need a deal. I already got rapper hate, I got 100K stash. About to buy me some acres, faking ass niggas.